Hare Krishna Vrinda Gopika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. So glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajas and audience Lord Vaishnava.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, प्रीतिदासी from चालू। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhamma Pranam to you and all assembled devotees. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. This is Shivani from Ashram, Virginia.
Hare Krishna Shivani Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining.
Hare Krishna, Anjana Gopika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajas. Thank you so much, Mataji, for the warm introduction. And thanks to all the devotees for the very beautiful chanting. This is Preeti Vilasni Devidasi from California.
Hare Krishna Priti Vilasini Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining. Hare Krishna, is there anybody else who would like to introduce in the call?
Hare Krishna, this is Savitri Devidasi.
Hare Krishna Savitri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your association in the call. I welcome everyone in Bhakti Sangha mid-morning class. And thank you so much, Mataji, for your association. We are reading today's Caitanya Caritamrta Antya Lila, 1531 onwards. Mataji, please take over the call, Mataji.
Thank you, Anjana Gopika. Thank you, all the devotees in the call. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada, all goes to Guru Maharaj, and all the Vaishnavas. We are going to read from Sri Caitanya Caritamrta Antya Lila, chapter 15, the transcendental ecstatic feeling in separation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtham Stapitam Yena Bhutale Smayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sma Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenbandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhayeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We are in chapter 15, Antya Lila, Caitanya Caritamrta, text 31. সেই ভাবাবেশে প্রভু প্রতি তরুলতা শ্লোক পড়ি পড়ি চাহি বুলে যথাতথা. Translation: absorbed in the ecstatic mood of the gopis, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wondered here and there. He began to inquire after Krishna by quoting verses to all the trees and creepers. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then quoted the following 3 verses from Srimad Bhagavatam 10:39, 7 and 8. Okay, so we know that after seeing a garden, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought that was Vrindavan. Lord Chaitanya mistook the garden for Vrindavan and very quickly entered it. Absorbed in ecstatic love of Krishna, he wandered throughout the garden, searching for Krishna. After Krishna disappeared from Radharani during the Rasa dance, the gopis wandered in the forest looking for him. In the same way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wandered in the garden by the sea. So today's verse is absorbed in the ecstatic mood of the gopis. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wandered here and there. He began to inquire after Krishna by quoting verses to all the trees and creeper. You see, these verses are within the chapters of Rasa Lila, right? 5 chapters of Rasa Lila. It starts from 29, 30, 31, 30, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 5 chapters. Generally, we think Rasa dance means only dancing. It's not. Feeling of separation is included within that. It's not all, I mean to say, it's not all. The Sahajiyas, they describe the pastimes of Rasa dance or Rasa Lila differently. But in our Gauriya system, Gauriya Sampradaya, Mahaprabhu's absorption in the mood of gopis, in the feeling of separation, that has to be understood by us. Or in other words, we have to enter into the mood of gopis. The people who doesn't understand about the Rasa Leela, they say so many bad things about Krishna and their relationship with gopis. Or we think we can enter into the Rasa Leela by just thinking about the dancing of Krishna with the gopis. Of course, it is there, but the feeling of separation of the gopis for Krishna is prominent part. Then naturally will be transferred to this Leela. And this part is very wonderful for us for meditation. Mahaprabhu also showed that. Feeling of separation from Krishna happens when we have the love for Krishna. Naturally, we want to see him, be with him in his association. from different angle, these verses we can understand. The gopis searching of Krishna and um, asking the trees and creepers and others, right, that have you seen Krishna passing by this way or that way? Means they were they were situated in the highest understanding of Krishna. Actually, they knew that Krishna is everywhere, in everyone's heart. Even a creeper can speak also, or the trees can speak or give us the indication. It's very wonderful. From different angles we can understand this. The Krishna can be seen by anyone and everyone because he is all pervading, and especially in Vrindavan. And knowing that those creepers or trees were spiritual being, Tulasi, others, we can read a little bit from Krishna book. I was reading that and it's very beautiful. Krishna's hiding from the gopis, the chapter 30. Srila Prabhupada says, when Krishna suddenly disappeared from the company of the gopis, they began to search for him in every place. After not finding him anywhere, they became afraid and almost mad after him. They were simply thinking of the pastimes of Krishna in great love and affection. Being absorbed in that thought, they experienced loss of memory, and with dampened eyes, they began to see the very pastimes of Krishna. His beautiful talks with them, his embracing, kissing, and other activities. Being so attracted to Krishna, they began to imitate his dancing, his walking, and the smiling, as if they themselves were Krishna. Due to Krishna's absence, they all became crazy. Each one of them began to tell the others that she was Krishna himself. Soon, they all began to assemble together and chant Krishna's name very loudly. And they moved from one part of the forest to another, searching for him. Actually, Krishna is all pervasive. He's in the sky and he's in the forest. He's within the heart and he's always everywhere. That is Prabhupada's point in Krishna book. Then the second part is coming. The gopis therefore began to question the trees and the plants about Krishna. Means it happens when, in this world also, the principle is same. Missing the beloved. Like when we lose the beloved, most beloved husband or wife or friend, we feel deep separation. And especially in conjugal rasa, is most intimate relationship. That's why most deep separation takes place. As we know in Vrindavan, when Krishna would go to forest with the cows and cowherd boys, gopis would feel separation, but not by not seeing Krishna even for a moment, because it's transcendental love for Krishna. It's pure and very intense. It's so pure, concentrated. That is our goal. According to Mahaprabhu, because throughout the Caitanya Caritamrta we have been hearing about Radharani's feeling of separation from Krishna or Radharani's love for Krishna. Krishna's own internal potency and Krishna are in love together. And Mahaprabhu is showing that, displaying that. And we understand this gradually. By chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we develop this feeling more and more. And also by hearing pastimes of Krishna, just like Rukmini Devi, by hearing pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan from Narada Muni or other sages, she developed intense conjugal love for Krishna, and she accepted Krishna as her husband. So therefore, she didn't want to marry anyone else. If we really, with pure heart, go on hearing pastimes of Krishna, our hearts would be attracted to Krishna. And Mahaprabhu showed that part. Mahaprabhu would always immerse in the thoughts of pastimes. This is very important, hearing the pastimes of Krishna. Moreover, by hearing the pastimes of Krishna, our hearts first becomes free from all anarthas, all contamination, then becomes the fit place for Krishna's appearance, right? Shunutam swakatha Krishna punya shravana kirtana hridihantastohi abhadrani vidhunati suhit satam. If you go on, not just ritualistically, but with great eagerness about Krishna's pastimes, our all contaminations become washed away. The root cause of our material entanglement will be cleansed away, will be released from material entanglement. We become pure, purified, Krishnaized to realize Krishna, and we become attracted to Krishna, to the all attractive personality, Krishna, right? So going to the next, so we are understanding Krishna's pastimes are so powerful to awaken our love for Krishna, natural love for Krishna. And by chanting also together, chanting by praying to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu came to give us the prema. 32. I'm just reading the verse, but I do not know proper meter or thing. Chuta piyala panasa sana kobidara jamvo arka bilwa bakulamra kadamba nipaha yanye parartha bhavaka yamunopa kulaha sham santu Krishna padabim rahitat manam naha. Word for word. Chuta, oh chuta tree, a kind of mango tree. Priyala, oh priyala tree. Panasa, oh jackfruit tree. Asana, oh asana tree. Kobi dara, oh kobi dara tree. Jambu, oh jambu tree. Arka, oh arka tree. Bilwa, oh bell fruit tree. Bakula, oh bakula tree. Amra, oh mango tree. Kadamba, oh kadamba tree. Nipa, oh nipa tree. Ye, which any others. Para artha bhavaka, very beneficial to others. Yamuna, upakulaha, kulaha, on the bank of the Yamuna. Sham Santu, please tell Krishna Padabim, where Krishna has gone. Rahita Atmanam, who have lost our minds. Nah, us, translation. The gopis said, O Chuta tree, Piyala tree, Panasa, Asana, and Kobidara. O jambu tree, O arka tree, O bell, bakula, or mango, and mango, O kadamba tree, O nipa tree, O all other trees living on the bank of the Yamuna for the welfare of others. Please let us know where Krishna has gone. We have lost our minds and are almost dead. Remember, Mahaprabhu was in the garden. Maybe in that garden, those trees were not there, but he was remembering. Means that awakened that remembrance of Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan. We have to see the connection of Krishna with everything. Same way we can see, if we see the forest or garden or parks or trees, our natural attraction for Krishna can be awakened if we find the links, how Mahaprabhu was thinking of Vrindavan and said this verse, Mango, Chuta, Piala. Even we chant those names, we become purified. Every verse, every words, if we chant, as Mahaprabhu is chanting, Mahaprabhu is saying, we become so much connected with Mahaprabhu too. And the mood also, how he was perceiving, everything. Any river he perceived as Yamuna, or mountain as Govardhan. Even this ocean he mistook, we say mistook anyway, as Yamuna. Any water body can awaken, is uddipan. Anything can awaken or stimulate our feeling for Krishna. It's very important to hear those pastimes nicely and connection and connect with that, with Krishna Lila. As Mahaprabhu is showing the path, is not at all difficult to develop pure Krishna consciousness, because Mahaprabhu is showing total absorption. We may feel, how can I do it? Mahaprabhu is showing that because this material creation is the replica of the spiritual world, of course, the perverted reflection, but the reflection means it has connection with in the spiritual world. Everything. Reflection means original things are in the spiritual world. So Mahaprabhu appeared as the devotee of Krishna and showing the way how to enter into Vrindavan by developing pure Krishna consciousness, by thinking of the pastimes. Our bhajan is Namashray bhajan and Krishna Lila Smaranam bhajan, ultimately. This is Gauriya Sampradaya bhajan, very specific. This kind of bhajan may not be in other sampradayas, means Golok Leelas, Krishna's Golok Dham Leelas, specifically, these Leelas, Krishna's intimate pastimes with Radharani and gopis, a very special kind of gift. Of course, we should not jump into that immediately, but gradually we've been reading Caitanya Caritamrta, gradually we've been reading Srimad Bhagavatam, gradually we've been reading Bhagavad Gita. So we can also read these chapters because we understand the tattva by the mercy of Gurudev Sampradaya, Param Guru, means Guru Parampara, and also bhaktas, devotees, and the shastras, and Lord within the heart, Chaitya Guru and Mahaprabhu. So this is the way to enter into the mood of gopis in separation, the way Mahaprabhu is showing. Anything can become the stimulus for thinking of Krishna, entering into Krishna consciousness, and entering into loving relationship with Krishna. And Mahaprabhu's thing is, as Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said, right? Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesha Tanayastad Dhama Vrindavanam. Kachit Upasana. Brajabadhu Vargena Ya Kalpita. Brajabadhu, the gopis, how they were always immersed in the thoughts of Krishna and love, right? Waiting for Krishna, hankering for Krishna. longing for Krishna's association and longing to see him, see his smiling face, to see his form at all attractive Lord. Their hearts were given to Krishna. So this is the point. I'm reading from Krishna book, a little bit this part. Srila Prabhupada writes, the gopis therefore began to question the trees and plants about Krishna. There were various types of big trees. There were various types of big trees and small plants in the forest, and the gopis began to address them. Dear banyan tree, have you seen the son of Maharaj Nanda passing this way, laughing and playing on his flute? He has stolen our hearts and has gone away. If you have seen him, kindly inform us which way he has gone. So this particular verse is 9 verse from 30 chapters. So this is the that was the beginning, but in the 30 chapter, the gopis then began to address, was that Amra? Yeah, gopi. Okay, let me read this first point, as gopis were saying. Dear banyan tree, have you seen the son of Maharaj Nanda passing this way, laughing and playing on his flute? He has stolen our hearts and has gone away. If you have seen him, kindly inform us which way he has gone. Dear Ashoka tree, dear Naga flower tree, and Champaka flower tree, have you seen the younger brother of Balaram pass this way? He has disappeared because of our pride. The gopis were aware of the reason of Krishna's sudden disappearance. They could understand that when they were enjoying Krishna, they thought themselves to be the most fortunate women within the universe. And since they were feeling proud, Krishna disappeared immediately just to curb their pride. Krishna does not like the devotees to be proud of their service to him. He accepts everyone's service, but he does not like one devotee to be proud than others. If sometimes there are such feelings, Krishna ends them by changing his attitude toward the devotee. You have to be very careful also. For no reason, any reason, we cannot be proud. Always remain humble. Trinada Pisuniche, Thinking that I've been allowed means it was my privilege, or it's a great honor, privilege for me that I have been engaged in the service, but also understanding this is dharma, but not to be proud of my service or our service. So gopis were thinking that way. So what is that? Means anything, anything we see here, the plants, river, mountain, can give us the thoughts of Krishna and thinking of gopis' love for Krishna. By realizing gopis' love for Krishna, we feel also encouraged to have that kind of pure love for Krishna. Just like within us also, we feel, such and such devotee is so wonderful, so humble, and doing his service with so much love and affection for Krishna. I should be like him, or I should be like them, or like her. We also feel that way, that I should be also that way. We feel within our devotee community, certain devotees really inspire us about the service, about the knowledge, about their attitude, about their purity, right? Purity. Pure heart attracts us, right? So it's a similar way. by hearing about Gopi's love for Krishna, we become encouraged that, okay, let me also have that kind of love for Krishna. Krishna was really very happy with them by their service or love. Krishna enjoyed that love. So in this way, we also can provide so much happiness or love for Krishna. So this is the way Mahaprabhu is showing us, right? Going to the 33. Kachit tulasi kalyani govind charane priye sahatvali kuler bibrat drishtasteti priyochuta kachit. Whether tulasi, oh tulasi plant, kalyani, oh all auspicious. Govinda Charana, the Govinda's lotus feet, Priye, very dear, Saha, with Twa, you. Ali Kulehi, bumblebees, Bibrat, bearing Drishta, has been seen, Te, your Ati Priya, very dear, Achyuta, Lord Krishna. Translation. O all auspicious Tulasi plant, you are very dear to Govinda's lotus feet, and he is very dear to you. Have you seen Krishna walking here wearing a garland of your leaves, surrounded by a swarm of bumblebees? See, beautiful picture is coming in our minds, isn't it? That Krishna is wearing beautiful tulasi leaf garland. Also in our temples, we sometimes see devotees, they make garlands of tulasi leaves and they offer to Krishna. He looks so marvelous, right? He looks so attractive more, right? Here we don't see that a bumblebee swarm around the tulasi manjaris. Yeah, but tulasi manjaris have so much intense aroma actually that the bumblebees are attracted. They also sing glories of Krishna. So it's all about connection. Are we connected with the deity form of Krishna? Thinking this is Krishna. Are we connected with the Lord within the heart? Same Krishna within the heart. Are we connected with the holy name? Same Krishna in the form of sound. Are we connected? Whatever we are here seeing, all with the spiritual world, even the buildings, they have their buildings too, especially in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is the opulent world of Krishna. Those buildings were not made of brick or iron, but all gems, with the gems. But our focus of meditation that we have understood in the beginning of the Caitanya Caritamrta, Divyad Brindaranyam, Kalpadrumadha, Srimat Ratnagara, Shri Radha Govinda Deva, Pristhalivi, Sebyamanam, Smarami, right? In the Golok Dham, which has the shape of 1,000 petals of lotus flower. In the middle of the lotus flower, there's the Kalpadrumadha, and the forest of Kalpa Briksha, and under one Briksha tree, wish-fulfilling tree, there's Ratnagara Singhasanastho, one big Singhasana sitting place or altar, which has been made by Ratna, gem-studded Singhasanam, and on that Singhasan, who are sitting? Shishi Radha Govinda Devo, Shishi Radha and Shishi Govinda Dev, and Prasthalivi Sevyamano Smarami, and all around, all the loving gopis, and they are performing various services to them. And I am Smarami, I am remembering that. That is our focus. Jayatam surato pangar mama mandamater gati matsarvaswa padam bhojo shishi radha madana mohano. Their conjugal pastimes be always victorious. Jayatam surato pangar manda mater gati. I am so dull. I am so unfortunate and not capable of understanding anything. I am really dull, fallen soul. But they are my sarvasva, everything for us. We don't deserve anything, but Krishna kindly, Radharani kindly appear in our hearts and become everything for us. Mat sarvasva padam bhujo, their lotus feet. Shishi Radha Madana Mohano. Actually, with Krishna, we don't have just single kind of relationship. We have multiple types of relationship with Krishna. Krishna can be our mother, father, brother, son, husband, beloved, friend, everything. Janoko Janoni Doita Tanaya. Prabhu Guru Tuhu Sarvamaya. Janoko Janoni Doita Tanaya. Prabhu Guru Tuhu Sarvamaya. Manusho Deho Geho Jo Kichu Moro Orpinu Tua Pade Nanda Kishoro. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, you are my everything, Janak, father, Janani, mother, Daita, beloved, Tanaya, son, Guru, you are my Guru, spiritual master. Prabhu, you are my master. Tuhu Sarvamaya, you are everything for me, friend, and everything. Any relationship, all relationship together with Krishna, actually. Just like husband. Husband now is not one person. That's why the relationship with husband is so intense or intimate, very deep. He is our friend, brother, father, mother, or child. Everything together you can think of husband. Shelter, guru, prabhu, master, guide, friend. All relationship you can find in your husband. Your own family members may not keep connection or may not give you the love you want, but your husband is capable of giving you all sorts of love. So this is the way we understand our connection with Krishna, our relationship with Krishna. Krishna is not just one person, one relation. He is Rasa Bai Saha, Akhila Rasamrita Sindhu Murti. Sorry, Akhila Rasamrita Murti, Krishna. All rasas are in him. He is the fountainhead of all rasas. This is Krishna, most wonderful Krishna. So Mahaprabhu is showing how to develop pure love for Krishna through the medium of Gopis' love for Krishna. How did they do? How Mahaprabhu did? By seeing any garden, anything, his love for Krishna awakened or became prominent. Means it acted as a stimulus, like that. So I'm reading again from that from Krishna book. The gopis then began to address the tulasi plant. So, dear Tulasi, you are much beloved by Lord Krishna, because your leaves are always at his lotus feet. Dear Malati flower, dear Mallika flower, dear Jasmine flower, all of you must have been touched by Krishna while he was passing this way after giving us transcendental enjoyment. Have you seen Madhava passing this way? Oh mango tree, oh tree of jackfruit, oh pear tree and asana trees, oh blackberries, oh bale trees and trees of kadamba flower, you are all very pious trees to be living on the bank of Yamuna. Krishna must have passed through this way. Will you kindly let us know which way he has gone? So, yes, even we can see any shrub, herbs, we can remember connection with Krishna. Uddhava prayed, right, that let me become the grass or herbs, shrub, Brahma also, in Vrindavan. This kind of desire and goal we must have. What do you want to be in Krishna's service? Or what is your goal of life? If the goal of life is not well defined, then our practice would not be very serious or sincere, actually. Goal must be there in the heart. Two ways we can very much, very quickly we can develop our Krishna consciousness if we have prominent, clear idea of our goal. And second, one or two devotees or some devotees we must have in our lives, at least one or two, who can guide us very nicely, who can chastise us, ready to be corrected. If we are ready to be corrected, if we are ready to be chastised by the pure person on the strength of the scriptures, and if we accept, then very quickly we can progress, actually. Because we make mistakes, because we are very much attached. We need that kind of devotees guide, help. Generally, we don't like those kind of devotees who can chastise, right? Or correct us, right? In the matter of devotion, means in the matter of following the process, right? So these are the things. So let's go to the next 34. Okay. Mahaprabhu speaking, or gopis were speaking, right? Malatya adarshi va kachin mallika jati yuthike pritimbo janayan yata kara sparsheno madhava. Malati, plant of Malati flowers, adarshi, was seen, vayu, kachit, weather. Mallike, plant of Mallika flowers, Jati, plant of Jati flowers, Yutika, plant of Yutika flowers, Pritim, pleasure, your, Janayan, creating, Yata, passed by Kara Sparshena, by the touch of his hand. Madhava, Sri Krishna, O plants of Malati flowers, Mallika flowers, Jati and Jutika flowers, have you seen Krishna passing this way, touching you with his hand to give you pleasure? Yes, this we can enter into this mood by remembering Mahaprabhu was thinking that way through the medium of Mahaprabhu. When you think of Mahaprabhu, we become empowered by Mahaprabhu with his special mercy. While chanting also, why do we take first full shelter of Panchatattva? By remembering the Mahaprabhu chanted. Mahaprabhu gave us this chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Also he engaged, or Nityananda, Haridas Thakur, they were also preaching Harinam Sankirtan, Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Thakur, everyone. All the Vaishnavas, associates, Vaishnava associates of Mahaprabhu, they all chanted the holy name of Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. By chanting, we get purification, we become Krishna-ized, electrified with Krishna. It is very important. Krishna is touching me through and through. If we are chanting, we are pierced by Krishna. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, because Krishna is Kamadeva, right? We also chant Kama Gayatri. Kamadeva has 5 arrows, right? He shoots the arrows to the heart, piercing. Also Krishna is all pervading. We are all pervaded by Krishna, permeated by Krishna through and through. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, pray to Lord, Lord, pierce your love arrows within my heart so I can feel love for you. You are my Kamadev. Transcendental, Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. When we chant those mantras every day during darshan time, from Brahma Samhita, we must remember it has been given by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada chanted, we are chanting. So we can remain connected with the Guru Parampara too. He achieved, he was following his Guru Parampara. In this way, we remain connected all the time, the Guru Parampara. And connection means we become empowered by their blessings and their mercy, and of course, energy. Mahaprabhu also chanted. Mahaprabhu gave this book, Brahma Samhita. Brahma Samhita is one of the very important books for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, which has all the gists of everything. Srimad Bhagavatam and the Prasad Tattvas, everything. So Mahaprabhu gave us, and then Mahaprabhu gave us, and then our Srila Prabhupada gave us. So in this way, we can remain connected. While we chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we can understand this. Mahaprabhu chanted also. Are you hearing me, or I'm disconnected? I don't know. Am I disconnected?
Yes, Mataji, everybody was, but now we are back, we can hear you.
How long I was disconnected?
Some problem was there when I was disconnected, but now we can hear you, Mataji. Please come.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I heard all the time, Mataji.
Oh, you heard all the time?
Maybe some of
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I also heard all the time. No interruption for me.
Oh,
No.
okay. Okay, thank you.
I don't know what
So
happened.
is it okay, everything?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes,
okay,
Mataji.
so one more verse. Let's go. And then I'll read from, Krishna book a little bit, if we have time.
1 minute, Mataji. I need to be a co-host to share because I was logged off.
Sure.
1 minute, Mataji. Vinita Gandharvika, Mataji. Or Indu Mataji, can you share the verse? Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, can you make co-host? Indu Mataji, are you there?
The Vedavis verse?
Yeah, Mataji, I was sharing, but since I was logged off, so I lost that control of co-host.
Oh, yes, Mataji. I'm also co-host. One sec, Mataji.
Okay.
Indu Mataji, either you can share the screen or you can make me co-host if possible.
Yeah, I'll make you co-host, Mataji. One sec. I'm just claiming host. Your co-host now, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Now I can share.
Okay. 35. Amra panasa piyala jambu kovidara tirtha vasis shabe করে পরোপকার আম্র পনস পিয়ালো জম্বু কবিদার তীর্থবাসী সবে করে পরোপকার Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, O mango tree, O jackfruit tree, O piala, jambu, and kovidara trees, you are all inhabitants of a holy place. Therefore, kindly act for the welfare of others. Mahaprabhu is saying that. He was praying at those, those trees, right? And said, please be kind. You are the inhabitants of the holy land, Vrindavan. You are sadhus, you are all sadhu. You are all sadhu. Kindly be merciful on me, show me the direction, where can I find Krishna? That kind of feeling comes. See, that is so beautiful, seeing that all the souls are capable of guiding me. And Krishna is residing within every living being, even the trees. Is the Uttam Adhikari vision Mahaprabhu is teaching us. Even those fruit trees can help us. How? As Srila Prabhupada mentioning, right? These are the secret points, This is the secret point, seeing that Atma is there and Paramatma is there. Just like we heard so many wonderful pastimes of Mahaprabhu, even the animals could chant. He made animals also to dance. So I'm also an animal-like person. He can also make me fully Krishna conscious. Krishna conscious means realizing the self in relation to Krishna and realizing the dharma, eternal functions in relation to Krishna. Even the animals, tigers, elephants, all understood, although they were in the animal bodies. And inside them also Paramatma is there. We are all accompanied by Paramatma. It's not only I have Paramatma in me. Paramatma is living in every plants, animals. Uttam Adhikari vision, and asking for their, he was seeing everyone is a sadhu, was a sadhu, and asking their mercy to find Krishna, to give us the news of Krishna, because they are always busy, engaged in the welfare acts for the others. Uttam vision. So any way possible we can see. I'm just reading a little bit from that Krishna book. After addressing the innumerable trees and plants, they turned their faces toward the beautiful deer, who were looking on them pleasingly, it appears. No, means it's more things are coming. I think I should cover or not, but I wanted to read a little bit. I feel it's so beautiful. Let's see which part I can read. Okay, this part I can read. Some of the gopis then began to address their other gopis friends, dear friends, why don't you question these creepers who are so jubilantly embracing the big trees as if the trees were their husbands? It appears that the flowers of the creepers must have been touched by the nails. Hari bol. Some sound is coming. By the nails of Krishna. Thank you. Otherwise, how could they feel jubilant? After searching for Krishna here and there, when the gopis became fatigued, they began to talk like mad women. They could only satisfy themselves by imitating the different pastimes of Krishna. One of them imitated the demon Putana, and one of them imitated Krishna and sucked her breast. One gopi imitated a hand-driven cart, and another gopi lay down beneath the cart and began to throw up her legs, touching the wheels of the cart, as Krishna did to kill the demon Shakatasura. They imitated child Krishna lying down on the ground. The one gopi became the demon Trinavarta. In this way, what we see that the gopis were immersed in the pastimes of Krishna, so much so that they were thinking they were Krishna. Means absorption was so deep. In this way, they got the association of Krishna. This is transcendental association. By hearing Krishna Katha, by speaking Krishna Katha, by reading verses of Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, by thinking of Krishna, by chanting Krishna's names, by worshipping Krishna, we achieve association of Krishna. This is the process shown by Mahaprabhu at this time. And very powerful process. Sometimes you wonder, Krishna is not here, how can we become Krishna conscious? If I had seen Krishna, then I would have been devotee of Krishna. Now it is not possible for me, okay? It's not the case. It's possible because our acharyas showed us how to become fully Krishna conscious. Mahaprabhu showed us because Mahaprabhu appeared after Krishna, right? And we joined ISKCON after Srila Prabhupada, so we can follow Srila Prabhupada's instructions, isn't it? We have joined ISKCON after Bhaktivinoda Thakur and after Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and after Srila Prabhupada. So we can follow them beautifully, beautifully. Just one more verse would be finished. Nice verse, actually 36. Mahaprabhu speaking. Krishna tomaro iha aila paila darashano Krishnero uddesho kohi rakho jivano. Have you seen Krishna coming this way? Kindly tell us which way he has gone and save our lives. Again, the pleading or the requesting of Mahaprabhu is so wonderful. Thoughts are all directed to Krishna. This is the way we also can direct our thoughts, our contemplation, our reflection, deliberation, feeling, willing, thinking, feeling, willing, and acting. Everything can be directed to Krishna. Mahaprabhu is showing from anywhere in the world, from any part of the world, from any place. Everything can be connected with Krishna's thoughts, and we can become immersed in the pastimes of Krishna by thinking of gopis' prayers or gopis' feelings of separation from Krishna. In this way, the separation feeling from Krishna can be awakened in us. That was the instruction of Mahaprabhu. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much, Mataji. First of all, sorry for there was some confusion in between. I don't know, even I was logged off. So sorry for that. And
It's okay.
yeah, Mataji. So definitely class was very, very beautiful. The way you quoted from Krishna book and you were reading from Bhagavatam verses. I don't know, this is definitely a deep mood of gopis that, when they were lamenting, and because Krishna, he disappeared from their vision and gopis were asking for the trees. So this is definitely, as Prabhupada's very time, he quoted that this is what the transcendental madness is, that they don't know what to do. So they were asking all the animals and trees. So right now we discussed with the trees part that how they were asking from each and every creeper. It's a very, very deep subject matter, Mataji. But yeah, thank you for covering. Thank you
Yes,
for reading
if
from
we hear those pastimes through the medium of Mahaprabhu, because Mahavadannaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate. This is the system. You have to follow through the system, just like Bhagavad Gita. What is the system Krishna has given? Can we make up anything? No. And outside of the system of Krishna is very difficult.
Yeah.
So, first book in our life is the Bhagavad Gita. What Bhagavad is all about? What Bhagavad Gita is all about? It's all about transcendence. We must enter into transcendence. We cannot remain in this material consciousness. If we understand the verses from Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's point, it's all about transcendence, enter into transcendence. Now Mahaprabhu gave us the holy name chanting. With the power of the holy name, we can enter into transcendence. We have so many help from all around. Mahaprabhu especially, he gave us the holy name. Chanting should be there accompanied by reading, And now Mahaprabhu was quoting these verses. Mahaprabhu's mood we are seeing. He was seeing a garden on the way he was going to the ocean, sea. By seeing a garden, he remembered the Vrindavan. So it's the connection. This connection point you have to realize, because it's the replica of the spiritual world, right? Or perverted reflection. Like here, human beings are there, they're also there. Animals are there. All are transcendental. Here, houses, their houses. The whole world was made of chintamani, gem, there. Here, all material, earth, water, fire, ether. There is also earth there, water is there, fire is there, everything. But all are chintamani, spiritual unit, not here material. Whatever we see here has the connection there. It's not disconnected things. Mahaprabhu is showing through the medium of Mahaprabhu. Actually, our bhajan is that, Namashray bhajan and Krishna Lila Smaranam bhajan. Our bhajan starts from by meditating on the Pancha Tattva. First in the morning, open your eyes, think of Yoga Pit, where Pancha Tattva are there, how they were worshipped, and Sankirtan starts, and then they all immersed into Vrindavan Leela. Then Mahaprabhu traveled to Jagannath Puri, where we are now. We are now in Jagannath Puri, right? In Gambhira. How Mahaprabhu is spending his days. Always remembering Krishna's pastimes, especially Gopi's relationship with Krishna. Yes, it is hard. That's why I was mentioning, we've been hearing Krishna's pastimes from the chapter 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam gradually. And so we are getting purified. And Gita, serially, very systematically, we've been studying, understanding this transcendental subject matter, purifying ourselves, more and more purified, Krishnaizing ourselves, isn't it? Srimad Bhagavatam, Caitanya Caritamrta, now in the last part we are. And we've been always hearing Mahaprabhu's meditation on gopis, Radharani, in the spiritual world. So we get influenced about it, isn't it? Consciousness influences consciousness, isn't it? Sangha, we are getting Mahaprabhu Sangha. So we also, the influence of Mahaprabhu's consciousness here. He is a bhakta. He is a Krishna, but he is a bhakta. He is showing the bhakti. And within this human form of life, remaining time, we can achieve most pure love as Mahaprabhu is showing. The more we think of Mahaprabhu's pastimes, more we enter into Krishna's pastime, because he is Radha Krishna. Mercifully, he is showing and displaying and helping Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami helping. We never asked for that. It was the gift.
Yes.
We're all undeserving souls, but do not understand the actual secret point over here. We are following Guru Parampara, we are following Mahaprabhu, so we are ending up into Vrindavan. Our Guru Maharaj said again and again, follow Mahaprabhu, you will be transferred into Vrindavan Rasa. Just follow. If you see the Back to Guarded magazine's first cover, you see Back to Guarded and Mahaprabhu is calling, right? And all the souls are following Mahaprabhu. Did you see that picture?
Yes, Mataji.
That's it. Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tvishe Namaha. That's it. You are the giver of love. I should not be bereft of love of Krishna. We are discussing how Mahaprabhu remained immersed. So we become influenced by that, empowered by that. We become energized, purified, Krishnaized, electrified with Krishna consciousness. Must give ourselves transcendence. Come to the platform of transcendence, soul level, in the status of soul that we have been trained up by Bhagavad Gita teachings already. I'm soul. Go beyond of everything. Seeing the trees is not all the seeing. Seeing through the eyes of Mahaprabhu is the seeing, because it's the replica. You are seeing the river. No, I'm seeing Yamuna. Your thoughts are immersed in Krishna. So this thought, this consciousness will take us there, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji.
What will take us? So whenever we think of our Guru Maharaj, we are empowered by Guru Maharaj, means his teachings. His teaching was always be a good devotee, chant nicely, and hear Krishna Katha. The example we just discussed, right? Whenever we sing 2 verses from Brahma Samhita, on what basis? Srila Prabhupada gave. His Kamadev, Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya, Vishesha Shobham, all attractive Lord. And Srila Prabhupada gave us through this parampara. So we are connected with the parampara. Mahaprabhu gave us the Brahma Samhita. We are connected with Mahaprabhu. Our spiritual master, Srila Bhakticharu Swami Prabhupada, or means I also say that Prabhupada means Srila Bhakticharu Swami Maharaj gave us, the instructions, study Brahma Samhita. He himself also conducted so many times these Brahma Samhita seminars. And yes, when you study, we understand. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Krishna is the personification of rasa. Why should I be bereft of rasa? Rasa means deep, intense pleasure on the level of heart. Means the soul. Akhila Rasamrita Murti. We are not thinking I am gopis. I'm not gopi. We are studying what Mahaprabhu was meditating. And by studying, we become encouraged. I should have that kind of pure love for Krishna. So Krishna can enjoy my love. We are not imitating anyone here. We are being encouraged. For example, in our congregation or in our devotee community, we find some devotees are very serious, very wonderful, purified, very pure in heart, very sincere in chanting or studying or doing service to the temple or anything they do with full affection and love, right? Then we get inspired. Oh, let me become that kind of devotee, very pure in heart, very honest. And whenever this devotee chants, he chants or she chants with so much affection for Krishna. Whatever service she does or he does wonderfully, he does it with full heart. We get inspired by seeing those kind of devotees around, like Srila Prabhupada, like Guru Maharaj, like other devotees, exalted, elevated, pure devotees who are always Krishnaized. We get inspired. Similarly, Mahaprabhu, by hearing Caitanya Caritamrta chapters from Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, descriptions, we get inspired. By reading these few verses, definitely we get very much inspired. That kind of love I want to give to my Krishna. That is the point. Okay?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Kirtida. Haribo.
I request devotees, if they have any quick questions or comments, they can please go ahead.
Thank you, Savitri Mataji. Very, very, very wonderful.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much,
Pranam.
Mataji. So nice to hear from you again.
Oh, Sudamrita Mataji is saying,
Yeah. We miss
Hare
you
Krishna.
so much, so much. Yeah.
I miss you too.
Yeah, we always, in our class, we always remember, you always, when some topic comes, we always used to say, Mataji used to say this, Mataji used to say that, it was so wonderful.
Yes, Mataji, for more than 10 years we had
Yeah,
association with each other.
yeah,
We developed so much deep.
yeah, we can never
Yeah.
forget you,
I also never forget.
Yeah.
I know because of the time differences, it's not possible again
Right, right.
to continue. Means the giving classes, I meant to say.
Yeah, right, right.
Right. But yeah, it was wonderful, loving relationship with all
Right,
of you.
right. Yes.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna, Mother Savitri. One
Hare
question.
Krishna, Gaurangi, bolo.
Yeah. When you were describing the rasa dance and you were saying it's not just about dancing, it includes the mood of separation.
Yes.
And so can you elaborate on that? Because we see that they are in Krishna's physical presence. And I know that, like Radharani, she sometimes feels anxiety that, even though she's with Krishna, she's afraid, I don't know, that he'll be going, or it's almost like he's not even there, even though she's sitting right on his lap. But in the context of the rasa dance, can you elaborate on this concept?
Everything is there in the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Mahaprabhu saying that. Again, with the help of, or through the medium of Mahaprabhu, we can achieve everything. Because Mahaprabhu appeared after Krishna has returned to the spiritual world. What is Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? It's a sonic representation of Rasa Mandala, isn't it? What is Mala? It's all our Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, once was describing. The main bead is Radha Krishna in the center in our Japamala. And all the gopis, 108 gopis surrounded. They are surrounded by 108 gopis. And when you start, we see 8 bigger beads than rest of the beads. They're the 8 principal gopis. Ashta Sakhis. 8 principal gopis. So as soon as we, touch the mala, we remember that Rasa Mandala. In the middle of the Rasa Mandala, Radha Krishna is there. Srila Bhakti Charu Swami was elaborately was speaking. Means through the medium of Nam Sankirtan, Mahaprabhu gave us. Mahaprabhu himself is Radha Krishna combined form. In the beginning, we see Mahaprabhu, one person. Gradually, see 2 persons, 2 personalities. Radha Krishna. That's why our Guru Parampara started worship of Radha Krishna alongside, or means with the worship of Mahaprabhu. And Guru Tattva Nityananda, or Pancha Tattva. Together, when we worship Radha Krishna, Pancha Tattva. Through the medium of Pancha Tattva, the more we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra under the shelter of Pancha Tattva, we get full credit to enter into Vrindavan. This is the system. Once we are into the system, you just go along the process and go to Vrindavan. Right now, this is the facility I've been given, how to enter into Vrindavan. Because Mahaprabhu is Radha Krishna. Later we see Radha Krishna. Now Radha Krishna is Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Mahamantra is nothing but Radha Krishna combined form, or Radha Krishna. Everything is possible by the mercy of holy name. That's why it is the point. Mahaprabhu's instructions we heard elaborately from first part, Adi Lila. He also spoke about a lot about the glories of holy name. He said holy name is Yashodanandan. That's it. Person, Yashodanandan. Again, in the chapter of 20 in this Antya Lila, we'll hear about again Shikshashtakam through the medium of Shikshashtakam, through the medium of Mahaprabhu and Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Everything can be realized. He's showing the mood of Radharani. The mood is most important for us. Consciousness, because consciousness will take us there. Person is not that important right now. Consciousness. And our Param Guru, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, we must see in the spiritual master the Radharani in conjugal rasa or Nityananda in other rasas. Guru. Radharani means Radharani's lotus feet. Gurudev is not Radharani himself, but the mercy of Radharani, embodiment of Radharani. See, the mood and the consciousness is important. Hare Krishna Mahamantra, none other than Radha Krishna and Radha Krishna combined form. Sahajiyas, they do not understand this point. They chopped the Mahamantra, which is made of 32 syllables and 16 words, 8 pairs, Hare Krishna, 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 4 pairs, Hare Hare, 4 pairs, and Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, 4 pairs. They chopped it and they made up something. They added Gaurnita's name into it, because Gaurnita's name is also very important, because through the medium of Gaurnitai, we achieve Vrindavan. The Sahajas, the deviants, what they chant? Nitai Gaur Radheshyam, Hare Krishna Hare Ram. Means Nitai Gaur Radheshyam, Hare Krishna Hare Ram together. That is their mantra, made up mantra. Another is Bhajo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Hare Krishna Hare Ram, Shri Radhe Govinda. Srila Prabhupada criticized left and right, because all Gurudev, Bhakti Vinod or Bhakti Siddhanta and others, they all criticized. Mahaprabhu gave us full Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. ইহা হইতে সর্বসিদ্ধি হইবে সবার, সর্বক্ষণ বলইতে বিধি নাহি আর, কি ভোজনে কি শয়নে কি বা জাগরণে, অহর্নিশ চিন্ত কৃষ্ণ ভলহ বদনে। খাইতে শুইতে যথা তথা নাম লয়, দেশকাল নিয়ম নাহি সর্বসিদ্ধি হয়। এক কৃষ্ণ নাম করে সর্বপাপ ক্ষয়, আরেক কৃষ্ণ নামে হয় প্রেম উপজয়। Mahaprabhu's instructions, that he first gave the knowledge to publicly, knowledge to Tapan Mishra, who was the father of Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Raghunath Bhatta Goswami's father's name was Tapan Mishra. Mahaprabhu first traveled to Bangladesh, Dhaka, where Tapan Mishra came and asked that I do not understand properly, because we must have very clear understanding about sadhya and sadhan tattva. What is the goal of my life? And what is the process to achieve the goal? These two questions are bothering me. Kindly please give me the direction. Mahaprabhu spoke this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chant. Krishna Prema is the goal. Process is chanting. Then he said, Iha hoite sarva siddhi hoibe sabar. Sarvakkhana bala hoite vidhi nahi ar. From this chanting, all the siddhi, all the perfection you will attain. Sarvakkhana. Sarvakkhana means all the time. Caitanya sadahari. You just go on chanting. Khaite, shuite. Whether you're eating or sleeping or working with your hands, whatever. Keep always chant, chant, chant. Think of Krishna. Holy name of Krishna. Just go on. Do not doubt. Everything will be achieved. He also said to the Prakashananda Saraswati, right? That my Guru Maharaj saw me a fool and said, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Namaiva Kevalam. Kalo Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva. Gatir Anyatha. Gati means destination. What your question? That is all about destination. How? How can I understand? How can I do it? So this verse says all. Only Harinam will give you the gati. No other things will give you the gati, ultimate destination in Kali Yuga at this present moment. So Mahaprabhu said, I just chant, go on. What to do? I'm a fool, fool number one. I just follow my Guru Maharaj's instruction. I just go on chanting. Kiba mantro dila goshai, kiba tar bol, jopite mantro korila pagol. Once I asked my spiritual master Ishwar Puri, oh Gosai, oh my Gurudev, what kind of mantra you have given me? That by chanting this mantra, I become a mad person about Krishna. The mantra made me mad. Pagol. So your question, very wonderful. Answer is Mahaprabhu's process. That chant Hare Krishna. Mahamantra also study Gita A, B, C, D, E, right? No, A, B, C, D, E. No, A, B, C, D, D. Association, books, chanting, deity worship, and dhambas. Or see the dham everywhere by Mahaprabhu. Seeing the trees, seeing the connection in the pastimes of Krishna Lila. That's it. Through the medium of Mahaprabhu, through the medium of chanting, through the medium of hearing Krishna Katha, we can achieve highest perfection. Okay?
So you're saying that to understand the Gopi's mood of separation during the rasa dance, you have to do the ABCDD.
Yeah, everything. Mahaprabhu said, it's not my word. He played that way also. His Gurudev said, destination. What is your goal here? Developing pure love for Krishna. Gopis, and rather they're inspiring us. Mahaprabhu is inspiring us. So let's do it. That's the point. Just like again and again, the example is coming. Around us, some devotees really inspire you, isn't it? Right? You feel, okay, let me also become so much pure in my heart. Be a lover of Krishna. Inspiration. Yes, that's the point. Anything can be the stimulus. Uddipana. Mahaprabhu is showing. Whether he's seeing the mango, chutopi, hala trees, or mallika juti or not, but he was remembering that the point. Similarly. many things. He saw the mountain, he Chatak Parbat, he said, oh, this is Govardhan. He ran after, thinking this is Govardhan, isn't it? And he saw ocean, he thought Yamuna, and he just jumped into Yamuna, right? Means the mood of absorption, this is required. Forget about everything and be ready to drown yourself in that mood. Right. This is Mahaprabhu's instructions, showing by example also. And Upadesh, 8 principal Upadesh Mahaprabhu gave. And those Upadesh were elaborately written by 6 Goswamis. Whatever Goswami's books are available, we are reading. All of the elaboration of those 8 principal verses. Just like Vyasadeva wrote 18,000 verses of Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam, on the basis of 4 key verses. Like that. We are very fortunate. We have all sorts of help from all around. Just understand the process and move forward.
Just one point of clarification. You said that it was the person, not the person so important. It's more the consciousness that's important.
Consciousness.
Yeah. What did that? The person meaning?
Means Krishna should be in my front right now. Then I'll perform bhakti.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the most important, do you have love for Krishna or not? Knowledge is also giving us the clear understanding. Consciousness will give you everything. It's not that Krishna would remain invisible to us. Not. He is visible in our pure consciousness, our pure heart. Because Krishna is transcendence, beyond 3 modes, Trigunatita. If I am also not Trigunatita, how can I see him? He's all around, but I cannot see him. Why? Because I'm still in the modes. Krishna is the transcendent personality, right? Transcendent. I have to come to that level, transcendence. Then I can see. Certain qualification is required. That's the Prabhupada said all the time. Do we have qualification to see Krishna? It's different qualification. Not is that with the material eyes I can see just like I see others, material forms, but still we do not see the Atma. It's so subtle form. I've seen my husband's Atma lab, but I didn't see my husband actually. I now understand because of the presence of the soul, the body was acting and I saw my husband, but actual husband was Atma. Krishna is the supreme Atma, certain. And during Krishna's time, where Krishna was in this earth, they were seeing, but not seeing. In Mahaprabhu's time, Mahaprabhu descended. Mahaprabhu's magnanimity is that whether you want love or not, he gave. The process and everything he gave. On our own strength, we cannot achieve anything. But by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, Guru Parampara, Shastra, Gita, and Krishna, Chaitya Guru, then we can understand Vaishnava. Person is not that important. For example, my husband is not here. That doesn't mean my love for my husband has been reduced or gone. No, but has increased. In separation, it has increased. I see all the good qualities now, all the time. Of course, he was a very pure-hearted person. I was very fortunate. Sinless person. He was sinless, pure-hearted person. Wonderful, loving, caring person. I feel more grateful now. More. Love increases, not decreased. The person is not there, so decreased, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it reminds me of Rukmini Devi's story, you know, the one who wrote letter to Krishna,
Yes.
who wanted to be kidnapped by Krishna. She never saw him,
Yes.
right? But she had that consciousness. So she didn't see the person, but she had the consciousness to see the person.
Exactly. That was the point we're discussing in the class. That is our process. As Rukmini Devi developed love for Krishna by hearing. Hearing must be very sharp. All our emotion must be invested in hearing. I'm hearing Krishna Katha. Definitely something will happen very wonderful in me. My attraction will grow for Krishna. If we have the pure desire and pure inclination, you know, sankalpa, yeah, Krishna reciprocates. If we do not have that any type of desire to have relationship with Krishna, how it is possible? Because it cannot be done by force. It's voluntary. Give yourself into the process. So same way, similar way, when we read Mahaprabhu's pastimes, we develop that hankering. Let me love Krishna also in that same way.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank you, Gaurangi.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी कोटि कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम
Hare Krishna.
प्रभुपाद से गुरुदेव की जय माता जी your strong association give us lots of energy to serve more and more sincerely Srila Prabhupada Srila Gurudev Shri Radha Kapil. So sincerely you are taking class Mataji, please give your association regularly. कोटि कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम श्रील प्रभुपाद श्रील गुरुदेव श्री राधा गोपीनाथ की जय. Thank you Mataji, thank you.
Thank
Pray
you,
for us
Gopi.
that
Vrinda,
pray.
Mataji, Koti Koti Pranam. I'm just a little fallen soul trying my best. Everybody who is helping us actually from every side. All the devotees are helping us.
Pray for us that in our retired life, please forgive me. Pray for us that in our retired life, we also stay in Siddham Vrindavan Dham, Sisi Mayapur Dham, and full time serve Shri Radha Madhav, Shri Radha Shyama Sundar. Pray for us, Mataji. Koti Koti Dandavad
That
Pranam.
you do now and already you have been doing. Just think that I'm in Vrindavan. That's it. Vrindavan consciousness is required. That is Mahaprabhu's point. After going to Vrindavan Dham, after going to Shivdham Mayapur, whatever you want to do in what consciousness, just do now. That is Dham Bas, right? DD. You make your home Dham. And you are doing already. Because this house is also Krishna's house, isn't it? You have Krishna's deity form, right? And you are servant living in the house. That is also our Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev's instruction. Never think that this house is your house. It's for your enjoyment. Our Gurudev said, always think this is Krishna's house and you are servant of Krishna and do the same thing as if you are in Vrindavan. And also, you know, Bhakti Vinod Thakur said, right? Jedin grihete bhajana dekhi, grihete goloko bhayo. What happens when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? What happens? Krishna comes, descends on our tongue, isn't it? We've been hearing, right? Krishna appears. This appearance is not like material kind, it's transcendental. With the transcendental senses we understand. Atindrita, Gita says, right? With the transcendental senses, you enjoy continuously. That is Gita. Brahma sangsparsham, sukham, akshayam, ashnote. Bahya sparsheshu atsaktatma, bindati atmani yat sukham, sa brahma yoga yuktatma, sukham, akshayam, ashnote. When our senses are withdrawn from the external material contacts, bindati atmani yat sukham, and on the level of, on the status of atma, we are connected with Krishna, Brahma Yoga Yuktatma. Brahma means Krishna. When we remain Yoga Yuktatma, connected and Atma with the Atma, then what happens? Sukham, happiness. Akshayam, inexhaustible, never finishes. Ashnute, enjoys within the Atma. So Atma means transcendence or transcendental, right? So Dham is transcendental Dham. Your house can be the transcendental Dham. And with the same consciousness, you do everything now. So you are living in Vrindavan. This is Mahaprabhu's teaching. Mahaprabhu said beautifully, Ghare jaya karo sada Krishna sankirtan, Krishna nam, Krishna katha, Krishna aradhan. When Mahaprabhu first took the sannyas order, applied, left Navadvip Dham, came to Shantipur. Actually, that is also within Navadvip Dham, but he left home, Shantipur. All the residents from different parts of Navadvip Dham came to see him. They were feeling, severe separation from Mahaprabhu. And Shachi Devi also came, Shachi Mata, and they all stayed there for 10 days, getting all the association of Mahaprabhu. Then Krishna Mahaprabhu said, now you go back to your own residence. I'm a sannyasi now. I cannot live here. I have to travel. Sannyasi has given up all connection with the material world or material attachment. That is the connection. Material attachment is the connection. If you're not connected, if you're not material attached, though you are not connected with the material energy. You are aloof, mukta. And when you are connected with the internal energy, Mahatmanamstu mam partha daivim prakritim ashrita, then you are transcendental, right? So Mahaprabhu said, go back, all the devotees, go back to your home. Don't follow me, but do this, what I say. Ghare jaya karo sada. Go back to your ghar. Ghar means home. Sada. Krishna Sankirtana. You go back to your houses and do Krishna Sankirtan. Krishna Nam, Krishna Katha, Krishna Aradhan. 4 things you do. Krishna Sankirtan, Krishna Nama Japa, Krishna Aradhan. Krishna Nam, Krishna Katha. And read from Srimad Bhagavatam or Gita, hear about Krishna. Krishna, worship Krishna. Krishna Aradhan. 4 things. Then Achira, then he said, you will achieve me by doing 4 things. I'll come to you. You will come to me. We'll get our mutual association. Just go on doing 4 things. Krishna Sankirtan, Krishna Nam, Krishna Katha, Krishna Aradhan. Mahaprabhu said that. So this is our duty, as you've been also doing so beautiful service by, where you are staying. You are doing nice things. So just go on with that consciousness. Mahaprabhu said that by doing this, definitely I'll enter into Vrindavan Dham. Okay?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you.
Can you repeat those 4 things? What were the 4 things?
Krishna Sankirtan, Krishna Nam, Krishna Katha, Krishna Aradhan. Aradhan means worship.
Worshiping.
Yeah.
Krishna
In the Adi
Nam
Lila.
and Krishna Nam and Sankirtan, they're both Nam, right? But one is congregational and one is
right.
private.
Yeah. Caitanya Sadahari means always you do yourself. Elaborately also he said, Khaite Shrite Jatha Tata Namlai. You're home, you're working with your hands or body, or go on chanting, or connect everything with Krishna. I'm doing Krishna service, that's it. Maybe you're doing apparently different, Consciousness is the important part over here. Important, where your consciousness remain connected with Krishna. Then everything is Krishna, worship Krishna, Katha Krishna, and like that, remain immersed. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for
Thank
patiently
you.
answering all such wonderful questions in such a beautiful way. So, anyone else has any questions, or can we end up? Okay. So, thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you.
I'd like to have it continue.
Yes, Kamadiki Mataji.
I like to have the continued katha.
Oh, this is your love for me, Mata. This is your love for me. I am a beggar only, Mata. I'm begging everyone's mercy and blessings.
That's what I am also begging.
Thank you, Mata. And I'm so grateful that this group is giving me the chance to associate with all of you and trying to share my realization with everyone. This is their mercy upon me. This is your mercy upon me, Mata. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not enough. Thank you is not enough, but still, just for the gesture in that. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
I don't know why the thank you will just comes up, but it's not enough. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mata.
Okay, so we'll end our call here. Let's pay obeisances to all the Vaishnavas.
Mancha Kalpataru.
Patitanam Pavane Vaishnava
Charitamrita ki jai,
की जय
ki jai.
Ananta Koti Vaishnav Bindu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur
माता जी की जय
Premanande.
थैंक यू
Hori Hori
माता
Bol.
जी
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Bye
Hare
now.
Krishna.
थैंक यू माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम हरे कृष्ण
Hare
थैंक यू
Krishna.
माता जी ending the meeting